slept in a little bit, so I don't mind because it means I got a good night's sleep. Some little bastard and buggers bit me in the middle of the night, and it's pretty itchy, it's pretty swollen. I'll find out who it was and get the little shit. But as I said, just a quick one. I showed you the other day about how I sit here, camera's there, and I film. The tide was in, so it's pretty much where the camera was. As I said, I've slept in, so the tide's on its way in. It's probably about a third of the way in, but just to let you see, the tide was right up to here where I was filming, but there you go, all the way down there. And that's the way I'll be going tomorrow, all the way down there, all the way down there. Layers.
Well, it's raining. Doesn't really bother me. That's why we've got things like waterproofs, boots, you know, stuff like that. And so I don't mind the rain. Damn it. I don't mind that shit though. Damn it. Messy bastard. Catch that. Do you remember me telling you about when you come here? You're best waiting for the tide out. You're best waiting for the tide to go out, because it will take you about an hour, just over an hour. Whereas with the tide in, it will take you about 3 hours. And that's because you have to fight through all the ferns that are like chest high, all the marsh, all the bog, climbing up and down, climbing up and down, climbing up and down, climbing up and down. So yeah, it takes you about 3 hours. The first time I came here, it was raining worse than this. Sorry. Yeah, the rain was worse than this. And fighting through that for 3 hours was quite a bit of a challenge. And to be honest, I never actually got here. Not at campsite. I was probably about a quarter of a mile down the beach. So it was 3 hours and it wasn't even to this point. In fact, it was 3 hours from base camp. So, you know, goes to show you. But I was making the point of the weather. I don't mind the weather, you know. We live in Scotland. I live in Scotland, and if you can't take the weather, the rain, you're in the wrong country, you know. We've had like 2, maybe 3 weeks of really nice weather, and hey, for Scotland that's pretty much a miracle. So I've got two choices. I can either sit in my arse and do bugger all today, or I can get the waterproofs on and carry on. I would feel a bit guilty if I didn't do any work. You know, even if it was just an hour. But then why would I feel guilty? You know, who cares? Who gives a damn? It's not going to affect you. You're still going to have your nice warm house. So it's my shelter, my well-being. Personally, I don't really care. You know, I've got a tent. I can always use this as backup, or just now my main sleeping quarters. The actual shelter that I'm building on, if I want I could stick the sleeping bag and stuff in there. It wouldn't be very warm because it's half open, but it'll still keep me dry. Or I could use the tarp for where I'm keeping the wood for the winter. Now at the very far end I've started piling the wood. It's not much, but as I say, it's July, so I'm in no major rush just now. You know, every time I walk along the beach I collect some wood, or anytime I chop some wood I stick a couple of bits aside. If I keep going like that, it will slowly but surely build up. And don't forget, I'm surrounded by a forest, so, you know, I just need to walk out my door. There's a couple of trees right there. Just kidding. But, it's only weather, you know. If you can't take the good with the bad, then you shouldn't be going outdoors anyway. You know, you shouldn't be doing your camping, your bushcraft, your whatever. You should be staying inside and pick a nice hobby, you know, like crocheting, making socks, you know, baby grows, flower arranging, you know. Stay indoors if you don't like the weather. I've got a friend who says he doesn't like the sun very much. But I can tell you, see when you're walking along, you're fighting through all the grass and the ferns, I would rather have it dry. Because, you know, you've got ferns that are this high, so it's not just your shins, not just your thighs, you know, everything's getting wet. You're brushing against them. Plus the rain's coming down. And like I said, it's been dry the last couple of weeks. It's been really warm, so when you walk over it and it's marshy, and it's swampy, yeah, your feet might go down a couple of inches, you know, that's fine. But once the weather starts, the rain comes down, all that's going to soften up. You know, so your feet right down. The other thing about it was, the midges this year were a bit late to come out. The midges were a bit late to come out this year. That's because it's been really warm. And then we had a little bit of rain. So think of all those little midgy eggs in the ground, just waiting to hatch. Gets the rain, push, that's the time they come out. Because they've all been out and laid their eggs, now they don't have a short lifespan. They don't have a short lifespan, so they get up, they breed, lay their eggs. And by the way, with midges, it's only the female that bites. She needs blood to form her eggs. the male doesn't bite you. So the female, she gets some blood off you, she goes away, lays her eggs, she croaks it. Eggs are fine, they'll incubate. Once it rains, bang, they hatch. Now we might be lucky because they laid their eggs about 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. And with the really hot weather, the eggs haven't been able to do anything. And it might have killed them off. Might. So now we've got some rain. Any that are still surviving, they're going to pop up. So I'm expecting the next couple of days excuse me. So I'm expecting the next couple of days for either the midges to have been half killed off, or to all be waiting for this rain so they can all come up. Checked my phone, not to see if there's any messages. There's no signal. You have to walk for about 10 miles to get a signal. Yeah, I checked the phone. So today is Tuesday, so I'm going to be here today. I'm going to be here Wednesday, then Thursday, and I'm going to be up about 5 in the morning. Quick wash, quick bite to eat, head down. And that's because I can either get the tide in the morning. Now, if I get up at 5, if I can leave about 5:30, 5:45, that's the tide out, or pretty much all the way out. So that'll give me time to get down. If I leave any later, say 8 o'clock, it's going to be a bugger because the tide will be coming in then. So it'll take me longer to get down. And if I leave about 10 or 11 o'clock, the tide is in, so I'm going to be fighting on my way down there, so I don't want to do that. The next time the tide is out is about 4 in the afternoon, 5 in the afternoon, roughly. So if I left about 4 in the afternoon, it takes me an hour to get in there, hour and a half, say 5:30, 4 hours into town. That's at 9 o'clock. I've missed the last ferry. Well, I've missed the last bus for the ferry. So I want to leave in the morning, that way I can get a bus and a ferry from the town. When I'm in town, I can actually get a bus to the ferry, or I can go to the ferry myself and get across the water to the other side. But I think it's about 6, half 6 at night, the buses stop running from the ferry in to Glasgow. I would say I don't know why, but the people who own the bus company, they also own the taxi company. So I think their reasoning is, people coming off the ferry, there's no bus, they have to get a taxi. It's fair enough for them. I can't really afford the, I don't know, 15, 20 quid for a taxi, however much it is. Screw that. You know, I only work once a fortnight. You know, half a day every 2 weeks. So I can't really go affording to spend like 15 quid a time on a taxi. Especially when I still have buses and ferries to, you know. So Thursday morning, it's up 5. Quick bite, wash, head out, 5:30, 6 o'clock. Get past the loch for about 7. No, I won't. No, it'll be about 8, 7:30. It actually sounds worse than it is. It's loud, and you know thunder rolls, but it echoes up and down the loch. So it's not that bad. And I don't think it will last long either. It'll probably just be on for a couple of hours. So I'll chill out, have a fag, read my book, might even go for another little snooze, being a lazy bastard. But hey, you know, it's me, I'm here, myself. What have I got to rush, busy, work, bang, bang? You know, do my own thing in my own time. If I want to take a day off, I'll take a day off. If I want to chill out, I'll chill out. If I want to work, I'll work. I'll do what I want. I'm here for me. The amount of jellyfish I saw this morning on the beach. Like I said, when the tide goes out, they're all just left, washed up on the shore. Must have been about, obviously the length of the shore, but width-wise, there's probably about 10 feet wide. Just jellyfish. If I can be bothered, I'll go out later on and tell a little photo or video. But for the time being, I'm going to snuggle up for a while, and I'll give you a shout later. Alright.